Hello, everybody. Welcome to the drive-thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here in the drive-thru Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us is Alex Smarts, Ninos to sign in a little later, Zawacky, Damian, Sosh, and Tony Brown. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, Brown, Ninos, Sosh, Zawacky, and I will close this one out. All right, afternoon baseball is underway. We got the Mariners holding on to that 4-1 lead, top of the sixth here. Looking to extend their winning streak and continue the downward slide here for the Padres. Well, let's get this one underway. Let's bring in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs, where he does great work up there. So let's bring Alex in right now. Alex, how's it going?
Good. How are you? How's everything, Tony?
Everything's going great. Going great. All right, here we go. 7 Eastern Time on TBS. We have the Red Sox to host the Rays. The Red Sox is $1.20. Total sits at 9. I think you're looking at this one a different way.
Yeah, I'm going to look at this one a totally different way. I'm going to go with a prop, and I like Pivetta here tonight. 5.5 strikeouts, over 5.5 strikeouts. Pivetta he's looked pretty good overall this year, and right now he's starting to actually garner some strikeouts, and he's averaged about 6.5 strikeouts per game since the beginning of June, and that's about 35 days worth. I think it's 4 or 5 starts, if I'm not mistaken, 5 starts. And I mean, the guy's pitching well. I mean, he's making batters miss more often than he was earlier on in the season. And the Rays are a team that strikes out a lot. And against right-hand starters, they've got a 25.1% strikeout rate, and that's the 4th highest in the majors. And you know what? Perfect spot for Pivetta to go over the top of this total here. 5.5 strikeouts.
All right, we got Alex here with Nick Pivetta over 5.5 strikeouts. Of course, yeah, you can expect Pivetta to go deep in game. He's posted quality starts in 10 of his past 11, so you know Pivetta can go deep into games. Of course, that's what you're looking for. Kind of doing the math here on his strikeouts to make sure you get those innings in. Has gone pretty deep in games.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, the Rays have a tendency of striking out a lot, and they strike out a lot against right-handers. So it's a perfect situation.
All right, here we go. Nick Pivetta over 5.5 strikeouts. This one to have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be on TBS. All right, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. We do have a game underway now, so that brings us down to 15 games here from Major League Baseball. So WNBA action is one on the board. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
So tonight we've got one key play. I just isolated this one key play. It's a nice value selection. So join me tonight. We'll make some money and move forward. I'm dreaming about football season. Sort of got caught up in it. A little bit of a slump lately, but I'm going to come out of it, and probably the best time of year for me to go into a slump anyway. So let's cross our fingers and do some hard work, and we're going to move forward here as football season comes closer and closer.
Yeah, football season getting here close, just a month away, pretty much of the Hall of Fame game. So preseason football on the way, and of course, college football later in August. So get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. He has his best bet of the day right now up from Major League Baseball moneyline selection. So get on board here with Alex. Of course, the long-term passes to serve you well. 3, 7, or 30-day all sports pass. You get that 7-day pass. You get 7 days of baseball here for Alex. Here for the 7-day period, the All-Star break is for a couple weeks away, so you'll get the still cards, full cards available here from Major League Baseball this week. So good time to get that 7-day all sports pass. Then when you do that, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there here. And of course, don't forget, if you prefer just the best bet of the day, that's Alex's featured play today over at Pick Dogs as well. Now, one-offs are credit guaranteed to show a profit on the one-off plays on this best bet, or the credits are placed back in your account. The long-term passes are non-guaranteed because they're sold at such a discounted rate. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
See you, Tony. Take care. Bye-bye.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive, too. Let's continue on here with the coverage here. Next up, we've got is Tony Brown. We're going to Las Vegas, Nevada to bring in Tony Brown. You'll find him over there at Pick Dogs. Come up a really good hockey season as we're going to go ahead and bring Tony in from steamy Vegas, Nevada. How's it going, Tony?
Tony T, how's it going, man?
Going awesome. All right, here we go. 9:40 Eastern Time. We have the Diamondbacks, probably the closest stadium to Vegas. Major Leagues up there on Phoenix. Hosting the Giants here. The Giants $1.70, total of 9.
Yeah, this game is it's one of those tricky ones. I mentioned it on the show before. When you're making bets, it's not like you're necessarily betting on one team. You could just be betting against another team, and that's what's happening right here. Like, I'm not necessarily betting on Arizona, but I'm betting against San Francisco. First of all, that juice is way too high, even if they were doing good. The fact that they're not playing well at all, I just don't get it. They've only won twice in their last 2 games, and they're currently on a 5-game losing skid coming into this game. Not to mention they're catching Arizona at their best time. Arizona's over the last week have been top 10 in OPS, and like they've been averaging almost 7 runs a game, just a shade under 7 at 6.71. So you might as well just say 7 runs a game in the last week. So they're catching Arizona at their best, and they're playing some of the worst baseball, and you're getting almost 2-1. That's too good to pass up, so we won't. I'm going to take Arizona on the money line upset with all that juice, and you don't even have to lay a whole unit. You're getting plus 150 and some change. I'd rather lay the small bet to make the nice profit than go with all that juice over there in San Francisco on an absolute cold streak. Not only on their 5-game lose streak, they're 2-8 in the last 10. They're just not winning, and I think, being in the division, this is why they play each other 17 times a year. You know what I mean? Like, division rivalries are just tricky like that, and especially in the NL West. So, great spot right here for an upset, and we're going to go for it.
All right, Tony Brown here on Arizona plus 150 against the Giants. Yeah, hard to argue that one. Although some people may look at Gilbert's ERA and numbers and be a little scared here of Arizona, but a lot of those numbers came up on the road. In his home start, he pitched pretty well, and that was against the Dodgers.
Right, and I was just about to say that was against a great team in the Dodgers. We're not betting on him. We're betting on the Giants to still keep stinking up the joint. You know what I mean? And this is how pitchers like him get these wins, even when they're 3-13 on the season. You're like, well, where do they pull out 3 wins? When they were taking on a crummy Giants team, and you know what I mean, things of that nature. So I'm not really worried about him because the Giants they're not producing.
Nope, and the losses are coming to a lot of bad teams. I don't think, even the White Sox have not really been a strong team this season. They had struggles against Cincinnati, had struggles against Colorado, and of course here against Arizona, they've really had struggles here. It's kind of like the Padres last year where they get up against the Dodgers and then against everybody else, it's a big old letdown.
Right. They're not even that much better than Arizona. I think they're 5 games ahead. I don't have stats in front of me, but just off the top of the head, I think they're like 5 games ahead of Arizona. They're not like, overwhelmingly good. They shouldn't even be that much of a favorite. Like I said, if they were playing well, they're only 5 or 6 games ahead of Arizona.
4 wins more. 4 wins more than Giants. 4 wins more than the D-backs here, and you're getting plus 150 here for D-backs at home.
This should be a pick 'em. For me, I'm going to pick the team getting all the plus money.
All right, Arizona plus 150 against the Giants. This one to have a start time here of 9:40 Eastern time. All right, Tony Brown, let's go over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight. 1 game in action here with the Mariners still holding up that 4-1 lead, bottom 6th. Of course, we've got still 14 games on the card here from Major League Baseball. There's some WNBA on the card as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
Yeah, I got 3 big plays today, my Tuesday triple play. And you can get those individually, or you can get the Tuesday triple play for $35. Plus, I got one of my plays, my special play, my Tuesday top play for just $15. Grab that one and bang your bookie out and come back and get some more.
That's right, guys. Got a boy with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs, a premium. He has a triple play up there. Affordable pricing for his 3 top picks from the MLB board. Just $35 here. Credit guaranteed. Guaranteed to show a profit. Remember, these one-offs, these individual plays and one-off, one-day passes are guaranteed to turn profits or the credits placed back in your account. You have a 3-pack here from Tony Brown. Also, his featured play is that $15 play. Calls his Tuesday trouble maker here. So get on board here. It's his best bet right now for $15 over at Pick Dogs. Again, that is also guaranteed to win, or the credit is placed back into your account. So good time to get on board there with Tony Brown. Or the long-term passes. He does have a 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass where you get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase, there's a July promo out there as well. And of course, Tony Brown, now you have that VIP 1-year all sports pass, which is a great value, especially for people who bet every single day.
It is. And especially like you said, with that Christmas in July promo, it's almost like taking candy from a baby, man. You'll be getting my plays for a little bit of nothing, and you'll be cashing in week after week, sport after sport, play after play. It's no need to buy those individually. If you're going to play them, go on and get that pass. It's 365 days to play. Full VIP year, and we can cash out all year.
Yeah, good discount there when you apply them to these long-term passes. That July promo at 14% off. That's a really good deal right there save a couple $100 off that pass when you do the math on that. So pretty good value there, Tony Brown, on that 1 year all sports pass, and use that July promo to take advantage of that. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
All right, man. Always appreciate being here, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.
You got it. Tony Brown here on the Drive Thru. Hey, we're getting a lot of people into the chat now and sign into the show. If you guys missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's see who we got. We've got on deck here, we have Ninos, and we also have Rod Zawacky. And I don't see Ninos signed in. He said he was going to sign in a little late. He's not signed in. So let's go right to Damian Sosh right now. So bring in Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs, where he does great work up there. So let's bring in Damian right now. Damian, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. How's it going?
It's going awesome. All right, here we go, 8 Eastern time. Astros here at home to face the Royals with the Astros big favorites, as you'd expect. 255, total 8.5.
Yeah, you expect the Astros to be big favorites in this game, just as they are. These two teams are about as polar opposite as you can get. Royals 20 games under 500, Astros 30 games over, the second best record in baseball. Kansas City, they're finding ways to lose games. We saw that yesterday. They blew a 5-0 lead. Entering the 8th inning, they had a 3-run lead, only to lose by a walk-off home run by Yordan Alvarez there in the 9th inning for the Astros. Good news, though, for Kansas City. Zach Greinke's on the mound. Greinke's just 2-4 in the year, 4.38 ERA, but he has looked pretty good since his return from the IL. And against the Astros, he is 6-3 in his career with a 2.59 ERA. The problem is, Houston's just too hot. They've won 7 in a row. They've got a really good pitcher in their own right going to this one, Luis Garcia. Garcia's won his last 3 starts. He went 5 1/3 innings his last start against the Yankees, which was a 2-1 victory. The only drawback I see for Garcia is he does have a tendency to give up the long ball. The good news is the Royals rank just 27th in scoring. Their leading home run hitter that is going to be playing in this game, Bobby Witt Jr., has just 11 home runs on the season. Kansas City bullpen, also one of the worst in the majors, 4.72 ERA. Houston bullpen I believe is on top of Major League Baseball, 2.62 ERA. Astros just too hot right now. I know it's a big public play, but I like it a lot. Astros on the run line. Take it and cash it.
All right, we have Damian here. Astros run line -1.5 runs, -120 against the Royals. Yeah, this Astros team is hot. They are getting some great pitching right now. When you look at their wins here, 8 of their past, actually they've won 9 of 10. And in those 9 games, 8 of them, their pitching staff allowed 2 or fewer runs. And, of course, the only exception was that, of course, Odorizzi, right? He's the only exception to that, as they kind of choked away the run line. But, of course, the Astros bats and the Royals bullpen made sure that Houston would win that game at the end, as it turned out. They could have gone a little bit by margin, but it is what it is. They made the comeback. They get the win. Always that's something I've watched closely with Zach Greinke is always his high contact, a 12% strikeout pitcher. That can be dangerous here when you're facing top lineups.
Yeah, he's not striking out a lot of batters, and the Houston offense, and they got guys just up and down the lineup that can hurt you. And like you mentioned, their pitching has been unbelievable. I believe tops in the majors in opponents' batting average against, just 211, I believe, opponents are hitting against them. So they're getting it done offensively and defensively.
Yeah, they certainly are. Houston Astros run line, -1.5 runs, -120 against the Royals. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, Damian, let's go over at Pick Dogs Premium here for tonight. We have one game going off right now in Major League Baseball. It's Padres and Mariners. Mariners holding on 4-2, bottom of the 6th. Of course, we still have 14 games to go here from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over the site?
Yeah, lots of action still out there in baseball. You can pick up my triple play. None of my plays have gone off yet. 3 plays for just $40. My 3 favorite plays in Major League Baseball, and those plays are also for sale individually. And you can get my Major League Baseball high heat play for just $15. Cash that in, and once that cashes, hook yourself up with the 3, 7, 30-day pass. That way, you get the most bang for your buck.
Absolutely, guys. Get aboard Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his 3-pack up there. His featured package right now. Triple play, $40. Credit guaranteed. Remember, these one-offs, these one-day passes, These individual plays are guaranteed to turn a profit or the credits issued back to your account. So credit guarantee here on this MLB triple play, affordable price, just $40. Looking for that $15 play from Damian. He's got it. His MLB high heat is up there for $15. Also credit guaranteed in this one as well. You can buy a lot of these plays individually. Of course, you can take those winnings, go longer term with Damian, that 3, 7, or 30-day out sports pass. You get a 7-day out sports pass from Damian, all of his Major League Baseball here for the next 7 days. All-Star break, not for a couple of weeks, so that you'll still get the full cards here from baseball in the next 7 days. Good time to get on board with that. Of course, with that long-term pass, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. Also, Damian is offering his Major League Baseball season pass. We'll take you through the postseason. That's also available there. Also good one to use that July promo on and save yourself a lot of money when you apply that July promo to those long-term passes. All right, Damian, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
All right, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it. It's Damian Sosh here on the drive. Hey, before I let you go, I know you're a Notre Dame fan. Notre Dame's in the news, right? They got college football on pins and needles. What are they going to do?
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't see them ever not being an independent. It's funny that everybody wants them. There's got to be a reason. And they don't need anybody else, to be honest with you. They bring in enough money. And right now, if anybody out there follows college football recruiting, they're killing it right now. They don't. I know they got Crawfish Kelly down there in LSU making excuses why they couldn't recruit and this and that, but Marcus Freeman's putting that debate to rest.
No doubt about that.
I can't wait for college football season.
It'll be an interesting season here in the next couple of years. No doubt about that. All right, Dave, have a great night. We'll talk in a couple of days.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it, Damian Sosh here on the drive. Hey guys, seen a lot of people signing in here in the show, on the chat. If you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on. Looks like Ninos is situated, ready to go here. He's ready to go. He's sporting his Laker yellow, so let's bring him in right now. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Spring, where he does great work up there. Coming off a fantastic NHL season, so let's bring him in right now. Ninos. Let's see, we think we're ready to roll here. Oh, I think I passed him. Ninos, here he is right here. What's happened, Ninos?
Going pretty good here. How are you, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go. 9:40 Eastern time. Athletics home to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays $1.90 total 8.5.
Yeah, a very interesting matchup here. You looked at this total yesterday. I think we had a better pitching matchup, though, better starters going at it than we do today. And I still was going to be careful, although I did pick it as my favorite play on the recap. I was still going to joke that the Blue Jays lineup combined with their bullpen should be good for about 7 runs, on any given night. And I think when you add Kikuchi to that equation, you could get more than 8.5 runs pretty easily here. So the wind blowing out a little bit too to help us out. And Oakland Athletics not the best in the league. Their lineup did wake up a little bit yesterday, and they might have 2 good outings in a row against Kikuchi here. So, I think the Blue Jays get to Martinez as well, and this total goes way over. So, taking the over Blue Jays A's.
All right, he's going to go over the total here. Blue Jays and A's. Irvin isn't a bad pitcher. He had some good numbers, but again, the ballpark just works against Toronto. All that outfield space back there. You got these Blue Jays teams like to swing for the fences, get those fly ball outs out there in Oakland. Of course, Kikuchi, someone who's been is struggling with his control this year. His walk rate is very, very high. His ERA is approaching 5. His FIP is 5.5, which tells you that his numbers are even worse than his ERA is showing. 2 home runs per 9 innings he's given up, although it might be tougher here in this ballpark for the A's to hit a home run. Almost 13% walk rate. He did have a good start coming back from his little rest. I don't know if they made up an injury for him, but he was sidelined for a little bit, missed a start or 2, and comes back with strong. But again, Adrian Martinez, kind of the unknown. It's tough to pitch in Las Vegas. I mean, he's got an ERA over 5 in Vegas, and the ball flies out of that, but the bandbox, that ball flies out over there. But 2 starts, 7 earned runs, 2 homers, 6 strikeouts. That might scare people off Oakland here. I can understand that. But again, it's a big number here to lay. But you're just looking here at the total. So Adrian Martinez not in the best form. With those balls, if the Blue Jays hit the ball, will they go over the fence or will they caught it in the warning track?
Yeah, well, I think I don't know. I'm just expecting a lot of hits. Whether they fly over the fence or stay in the field, I think it's going to add up to runs either way. And, well, with these starters, I expect a few of them to go over the fence, honestly. I don't care where they're playing too much. And I said the wind is helping us out a little bit tonight as well. So, yeah, I do like this game to go over after a lower scoring game last night.
All right, he says they're going to go over after that low scoring one, that under coming in. He had to sweat a little bit, but it got home. Manoah was not himself. I was going to fade Manoah at some point. I don't know if I'm ready now to, because I was kidding with. But when Chris was on the here, I just thought someone with that big sweat, football size wears out. Over time. You don't see the guys. You always see the guy with the lean muscle mass. The guys that look like you, they're the ones that usually have these long careers in baseball. Not the guys that look like me and Chris. They don't last very long on the starting rotation in baseball. Ninos.
Kind of like the big centers in the NBA a little bit, but yeah, I mean it's tough to keep those bodies healthy. You're right, it's a lot of weight coming down on the joints every time. So, yeah. But again, I still think he's a great pitcher. Though I expect him to bounce back. I wouldn't be betting against him next game. That's for sure. I mean, I haven't looked at his schedule, so I can't say that.
Yeah, he didn't look good. He hung an 80-mile-an-hour changeup that went over the fence. It looked kind of sloppy to me the way he worked the Oakland hitters yesterday. But again, maybe he knew he was facing a weak lineup, but mailed it in. But that'll happen. These kids have to learn their lessons. These still are Major League Baseball players. They're terrible when you bring your best against them. That's when they're terrible, this Oakland lineup. But if you're going to play down to them, they're going to beat you. So there you go. Toronto and Oakland over 8.5 for this one. We'll start here at 9:40 Eastern time, your late game. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, tonight, though, we do have that one game in progress. Seattle 4-2, top of the 7th now. So under still holding, but barely holding. And, of course, we've got 15 games remaining. Now, 14 games remaining here in Major League Baseball. Games beginning here in just about 15 minutes. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, pretty quiet day for me. I mean, a lot of pretty interesting matchups, but some pitching matchups that kind of kept me away from a lot of games. So just two plays on the premium side for me. One you can get individually, or if you get a long-term or 2-for-1 capper specials, you'll get both my plays for tonight.
Yeah, a little tighter lines now with this baseball in the fold. So the lines are getting a little tighter. You don't see the value is finding it harder and harder to get now when you just have baseball going. A lot of mismatches up there tonight as well on the card. Of course, get on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs. 14-game card. He has his $15 play up there, his MLB Tuesday home run line. So get on board with that right now. Of course, you can use the winnings go longer term with Ninos. He does have a 3, 7, or 30 sports pass. You get all of Al's plays for that period of time. You select when you go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase. Also an MLB season pass for the remainder of baseball, including postseason, is available. Of course, use those July promo codes for these long-term passes because that's where you save your most money. We're using that July code right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, with one of those longer-term passes, those 3, 7, 30 sports pass, you can add a second capper with the 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. Now that Tuesday $15 premium pick, that is credit guaranteed. So if it doesn't show a winning, the credit's placed back in your account. The credit guarantee does not apply to the long-term passes because they're sold at a really discounted rate. All right, Al, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it, Al Ninos here on the drive-thru. Guys, if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here. We got Rod Zawacky ready to roll here. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Let's bring him in right now. Rod Zawacky. Rod, what's happening?
No, not too much. Enjoying the Tuesday. Reading up news, reading up on football, reading up on college, getting ready.
Getting ready.
I'm on their slower days, and you're not like you at the top of the board. We're not going to have to panic come September.
Oh, no, September I'm going to – I know.
Baseball and focus on football.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing handicapping 15 baseball games a day in September. That's going to be – I'm looking forward to the September, man. 15.
You're going to be busy.
I'm going to be busy. It's going to be a busy September when you're tops in baseball. You work through the entire season, and football season, you're still looking at 15 games. With all those call-ups, and that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. The tankers are out there, just run line, go against the tankers, run line. Those hit, the last 2 weeks are a little easier because you can pinpoint those teams that are trying against the teams that are tanking. So that you can figure that out too a little bit at
Right?
the end of the season. Oh, that's right. You never know. This, also, yeah, just my luck. There's going to be a 10-team wild card race, right? So that's just my luck. There's going to be no tankers this year.
Right? It comes down to the wild card battle. We got like 6 teams all in there, and all tight and close, and you'll be like, oh.
I got to dig deep into these games. All right, here we go. Orioles here. This is a team people are starting to pay attention to. They're going to be home hosting the Rangers. Exciting win yesterday, although the bullpen's kind of slipping a little bit. They were strong here the last few weeks, and they go into Seattle, and they had Minnesota. The bullpen's kind of coughed up some, but anyway, Rangers about a short favorite, $1.15, total 9.5.
Yeah, both starters yesterday came in and did their job. Very low scoring, and then the bullpens let it up. But these bullpens all year have been really good for both teams. So I think that was an anomaly yesterday. I think what you look at here is you look at both starters that are going today, and you look like, woo! Look at how low the ERAs on some of them. But they're only going to pitch a couple innings, 3 at best. I think that's what both teams here with these starters can go 3 innings and hold the scores under two runs at best. That's all you're looking for out of these. You got bullpen game for both these teams. And after yesterday's craziness, I think we got a lower scoring one on our hands here. You look at the Orioles 7-3 to the under in their last 10 games. Texas 5-5 is their total for the over under, and we're going to take this under. You look that the Orioles here, they've been a lower scoring team as well. 7-3 their last 10, and you look the under for the Orioles here. Where is my sheet here? There we go. There it is. Both teams, bullpens have been good, holding teams to 3 runs. So yesterday, I think, was just one of those things that happened. One of those days you have a bad day. You look Texas 5-2 to the under, where their opponent scores 5 or more runs in the previous game. Texas is also 7-3-1 to that under their last 11 versus the AL East. And you look at the Orioles 5-0 to that under after their opponent gives up 5 or more runs in the previous game. Orioles are also 8-0 to that under in their last 8 games when the total is set between 9 and 10.5. It opened at 9 and 9. I believe it opened up as I see it's jumped up in places at 9.5 in spots. Shop your number around. Orioles 11-3 to that under their last 14, and the under 5-2 the last 7 meetings between these two teams. So I'm going to take the under. Also, bonus play, I'm going to take the Nerfy here, as Baltimore's riding a streak of 3 straight Nerfies. And they've been very solid on that no runs first inning. One of the top teams making you money in no runs first inning. So bonus, we'll take the no runs first inning, and we'll take the under full game.
There you go from Ron Zawacky here. The under full game here, of course, looking nerfy as well. Under 9.5 here with the Orioles Rangers. Yeah, Voth on the mound, you might look at the numbers, ERAs, this goal is horrible. But wait a minute, you look deeper. A lot of those bad numbers are put up in Washington. He's pitched for Baltimore. His numbers have been better. And actually, Rod, his numbers have been better in a starting role versus relief.
Right? Voth comes in, and he's one of those guys that, you look at his numbers, and it's like, yikes. He's not been so good, but he has been pretty good. There's been spots where I've seen him and I've bet him, and I've won money on Voth. I even bet him when he was with Washington. He had a couple of wins over there when he was with Washington. But you look at his numbers, his last 2 starts, he's made 3 innings, done his job, held teams to 1 run, no runs, and I think he's been a solid pitcher, surprisingly. Howard. I don't know what you're going to get with this guy. We're hoping you get 2 innings and he doesn't give up 10 on you. That's what we're hoping.
That's right. That's what you're actually hoping for.
Because his numbers have not looked good. That's the only part that scares me about this going with the under is Howard. Howard is the question mark. If he can, all he needs, a couple solid innings, get through a couple solid innings, and that's all they're looking for out of him. And then I think the relievers come in and they can shut down Baltimore, a lower scoring one.
Yeah, when you do the math, when you do the math, when you have an ERA of 9, that means you gave up 2 runs in 2 innings, right? So there you go. You got some hope. You got some hope. All right, we got the Orioles Rangers under total of 9. This one will have a start time here at 7 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look at Pick Dodge Premium here for tonight. Of course, we're putting up the football numbers because football is in the air. Training camps are getting open. College training camps, pro training camps are getting close to starting here. Preseason football just about a month away as Oakland takes on Jacksonville. But anyway, Rod, tonight still 14 games on that Major League Baseball card we have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Going on at Pick Dogs Premium, we started a nice day off of July 4th kickoff. That was some nice fireworks, and some nice money. And we're going to continue rolling here with Tackle the Book Tuesday, where I've got my top 3 MLB plays going, and that includes my Bookie Buster play of the day. You can get that in the Tackle the Book Tuesday package. One low price, $38. Or if you just want my Bookie Buster top play of the day, you can scoop that over Pick Dogs Premium, $15. Gets you that play as well. And as we say, these packages here, they're all guaranteed winners. And if you if they don't become winners, you get jump on. Or we got these long-term packages here: 3 days, 7 days, 30 days. Scoop on something long-term, and let's make some money, more money in your pocket. So over the long term by betting longer term. And if that's not for you, get a 2-for-1 capper deal, and that's another great deal we got going over at Pick Dogs Premium. You can scoop that up. You can pair me up with any one of our other hot handicaps. You got Tony T here, Tony Brown, Big Al, Little Al, James Clark, Bittler, Mitch, Brad, Mills, Sosh, Alex Smart, Ruffalo. I don't think I missed anybody else. And anybody else I might have missed, I don't think I missed anybody. But I think that was everybody there. Lots of ways to make you money. We all love to beat the book, so jump on over. Lots of ways to make some money today. I'm excited.
That's right. Get on board with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his Tackle the Books play up there, 3-pack up there, affordably priced, $38. That $15 Bookie Buster, $15 for a premium play here from Rod Zawacky. Get on board with that. Of course, long-term pass. Of course, we talked about these credit guarantees on these individual plays, and these one-day passes are guaranteed to turn profit or the credits issued back to your account. Not the long-term passes, but he does have a 3, 7, 30-hour sports pass. All of Rod's plays here for that period of time. That 7-day pass works great because there's no all-star break. It's all baseball through the next 7 days. So get on board with that to get Rod's baseball. May delve in W8, may delve into CFL. Doesn't force it. Of course, there's limited schedules there. These aren't big leagues with lots of teams. So very selective there in these 2 leagues. So if he sees a premium, he'll fire in. But of course, we guaranteed the 7 days of baseball here from Rod Zawacky and anything else. Of course, you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, even greater value there. Of course, it's not too early to talk about you're playing your football. Well, Rod does have his college football VIP season pass. All of Rod's college football premium plays until the final bowl game, until they crown a national championship. You see the numbers in college football. It's been a great 2021-22 for Rod Zawacky in college football. College football is in the air. We start the last week of August, Rod, with college football. We got some games scheduled, and after that, getting a Labor Day weekend, it's 95 D1 versus D1 games.
Correct. Right? 95 games. I'm excited. This is going to be a good college football season. I'm just excited for football.
Yep.
Baseball's okay. I like football better.
Yeah, football is where it's at. Of course,
someone CFL goes in CFL, I get that itch, and it's just like, oh, here comes, and then you get NFL and college, and it's like we get all excited, and then next, I turn around as football starts, and hockey's back.
Hockey's back. Yeah, I got. You know what they sent out to me today? I got the Kings preseason schedule today in my email box.
Today, right?
Yeah, today.
Yeah. That's what I got. I got an email that wanted me to sign up for split season packages for the Oilers. The Oilers they're like, hey, join up. You can sign up now. We'll give you if you only want to watch half the games, you can select half the season on one seat, and you share it with somebody. It's kind of you pair up and you split the season into half, so that way you're only paying for half the season on hockey instead.
Yeah, you're paying for half the season, but that money would have paid a full season 3 years ago, though. That's the tough part about it, right?
Right, yeah, right.
That's what happens when you have success, Rod.
I know. That's what happens with the Oilers. The price went up. You get a new arena and everything gets comfy, and they make those big wide seats, and they have drink holders too, and they're nice and comfy. So I understand why the price went up.
Yeah, no doubt about that. All right, Rod, have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you again. We talk with you again. I'm trying to mix up my days here. We talk to you on Wednesdays, right? Yeah, tomorrow? Wednesdays. Tomorrow, yeah. Then Thursday's a day off, right? Thursday, that's right, Wednesday. All right. We got it.
Definitely, we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Definitely see you tomorrow. Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
You got it. Get a winner. Bring in that winner again. Rod's been great to us here on the drive through. All right, let's continue, guys. Got a lot of people in the chat room. Just a reminder, guys, if you miss any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Check out the chat room. We got some conversation going on here between Michael Santoro and Damian Sosh. Notre Dame conversation there. back and forth. So take a look at that. Some interesting comments going on in the chat room. Let's continue on here with the drive-through. Again, if you miss any picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. All right, now it's time for my pick. Let's get my card up here for you guys. We're going to be looking here at this one between the Phillies and Nationals at 7 Eastern time. The Phillies $1.70. The total sits here at 9.5. I will be looking at the dog here, the Washington Nationals here at plus 150. Paulo Espino, expected starter, and he was expected last night, and he still has been confirmed as a starter here for the Washington Nationals. 24 appearances, decent ERA 2.80, whip of 1.13, strikeout 19%, low walk rate, limited home runs. Christopher Sanchez here will get the nod here for the Phillies. Sanchez, 8 appearances, an ERA 4.60, whip of 1.15. Very short sample right now for him here in the majors. Pretty good ground ball rate, decent enough home run rate. But Nationals, we know, has been on the skids here. The Phillies did take 2 or 3 at home to Atlanta, but I just think it's tough to lay a big number here with Sanchez, and of course the questionable bullpen following Sanchez. And one thing about the Nationals, they are a pretty good hitting ball club. They can hit the baseball. And Espino puts up good numbers, and it does give him a chance to win here. And that plus 140, that plus 150 now looks attractive to me right here with this Washington Nationals team. So I'll look at the Nationals here at plus 150. Also, I want to take a look here. And it looks to me, I can verify the starter here. It looks like it will be Espino and Sanchez. They are confirmed to go in this one for the Nationals and the Phillies in this one. We're looking here. Soto's still not in the lineup. It's okay. I'm okay with the lineup here for Washington. Again, I just like the Espino in here for the Nationals. All right, guys, so check out Pick Dogs Premium. I've got, I have 4 plays up there. I've got a 3-pack going on right now. Also, I have my $15 premium, which we've hit the last two days here with that $15 premium. So get on board with that. I am the top unit producer in Major League Baseball here at Pick Dogs here for this year. So get on board with my plays for today, my 3-pack, or as well as my $15 standalone play. Remember, those are all credit guaranteed to turn a profit, or the credits issued back in your account. You might go long term. I have the 3, 7, and 30-day All Sports Pass. We get all of my baseball premium plays for that period of time. You select when you go over to my handicapper page and you make that purchase. 2-for-1 cap promotion. You can match me up with another capper like Rod, with Damian, with Ninos. You can match me up here on the show with Tony Brown, Rod Zawacky. Our 2-for-1 cap promotion, our best value over at Pick Dogs. Let's continue on here with the show. Good conversation going on here in the chat room between Michael and Damian about Notre Dame's entrance into the possible Big Ten or staying independent. So keep an eye on that. We're all having a good time reading that. Let's continue on here with the show. It is now time for the recap. So let's put up the plays here from today's show. All right, we got to start here with Alex Smart. Alex was with Nick Pivetta over 5.5 strikeouts against the Rays. Tony Brown liked the Diamondbacks plus 150 against the Giants. Ninos was on the Blue Jays Athletics over 8.5. Damian Sosh, Astros run line, minus 1.5 runs, minus 120 against the Royals. Rod liked the Orioles Rangers under 9.5. Yours truly on the Nationals plus 150 against the Phillies. And the play I like the best, well, I like Damian's play here with the Astros run line. They're hot right now. Greinke, a pitcher who pitches to high contact, I think gets hurt in this one, hit against these hot Astros lineup. All right, that'll do it for this edition here of the Drive-Thru. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us and all the conversations in the chat room. It's been a really good show. Great reading all the comments up there on as well as the picks from today's show. Guys, remember, we'll be back tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers from Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs and give out live free picks for the games in prime time for Wednesday tomorrow. And of course, don't forget, it always gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's the morning show. You got Mitch, you got Chris, you got Brian Bittler, and of course, Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Of course, Brian's video series, Take It to the Bank, and his Fast 5. So he's got that going on. So good videos there from Brian every day, as well as Jovan Burtz's free parlay of the day. We also have Ron Romnelli's rundown and rundowns every game from Major League Baseball. And don't forget Chris Ruffalo with those videos that he produces as he splits the videos with Mitch overnight. So check them out tonight over at the show. And of course, on Saturdays, it's our MMA show with Mills and Brad Francis. Lots going on, guys. That's why I always say you got to make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, and as well as setting that notification. So when we're live, you're live with us, so you can bet into the best numbers when you get these great picks. All right, that'll do it for the show tonight. Let's go ahead and bring on our